Yeah. Yeah. Born Rich Club. Yes, family. Peace to everybody, man. This your boy Born Rich Club. You know what I mean? AKA Mr. McGee. We in the building. Another episode. Y'all know a couple times a year I like to sit down with the brothers of the ISUPK, the Hebrew Israelite brothers. You know what I'm saying? It's here in Tennessee. Good brothers is doing great work in the community. I always like to come and catch up with these brothers and sit down with them, chop it up with them. So, yeah, man, we got a great show. Like I said, thank y'all for tapping in, tuning in. As you come in, hit the like button. Come in, hit the like button. Y'all know the routine. Come in, hit the like button. Let's get into this video. And then after that, family, we're going to come right back with a powerful discussion, man. So, hey, let's do it, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we rocking. We rocking tonight, man. Nope, that's the wrong video. All right. Let's do it. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers. Because we really need you down here from all the pain that we're going through. We know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you.
Before you say you.
About 5 minutes.
I raise my children up to say the same shit. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers. Because we really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through. We know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you. But I just wanna fall on you. To show the devils you ain't nothing to play with. I raise my children up to say the same shit.
Yeah. Go ahead. Come on, West. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Man, this shit is too easy. I'm on gold, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming Vinny, VJ. Hear them devils screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. Mama grind, bitch, and work. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. Them niggas weak, cause they be churching. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. If he cross the line, I'ma back up and I'ma hit his ass with this virus. And I come through 300 strong, 144 Leonidas. All my niggas, we eat. I'm in this bitch with the itis. Say, all y'all do the street. They all do the street. The nigga made the wrong move, he make his ass out the league. He ain't one of us, hit the league. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch, I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my cleats, was in the field with it. You soft as cotton, just an actor, Uncle Phil with it. And then my target's on the move, but I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Gullah Jack revolutionary. Cold on them like January. Commander General is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's wartime for peace. Think you hard.
Unmute my mic. Let's get it. Let's get it, y'all. I can move this out the way. So, family, thank y'all for pulling up, man. Once again, like I said, I can move that because the show is started. I put the link in the chat if y'all want to support that brother's music. That's 144 The Rebel. You know what I'm saying? I already dropped that YouTube link, so y'all can watch that full video by clicking that link. Support it. Hit the thumbs up. Let them know Born Rich sent you. You know what I'm saying? Let them know that we rock with the ISUPK here in Tennessee, man. Leave that brother some comments, man. Show him some love. I know y'all hear them powerful voices in the back, so let me change the camera. Go ahead, bro. Let me get the camera on.
You can go to iTunes and download his music at 144 The Rebel. You know what I'm saying? And listen to it on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? And with King Top. Yeah, and go check out King Top. You can find it also on Apple Music and Spotify. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it goes. Yeah, and Captain Cockazai, you know what I'm saying? They some hard rappers in Israel, you know what I'm saying? Keeping that truth music out there, keeping it real, grimy, gutter, but they telling you the truth in their music.
Yes, sir. That's what we need. That's what we need. Now, family, before I get started, man, I want to shout out that brother that's standing up in the back, man, with those dark glasses on. Brother, tell the people your name, brother. And I like that, man. And the reason I want to specifically shout this brother out, man, is because ever since I've been coming up here, dealing and speaking with you brothers, man, this brother has always been working, boots on the ground, man, checking the door, searching me as I come in, fucking working the door, setting up everything. And it's not even just I know the brother is dedicated because he's been coming back day after day for at least two years to my knowledge. At least 2 years to my knowledge. So I wanted to salute that brother, man. I love the dedication, man. We need more brothers out here that's dedicated to something and something positive, man. For real. I always tell the people what I like about y'all is it's a brotherhood and it's discipline. People, you can argue about their ideology. You can be mad how they stand on the corner. You can be mad because they yell or what they say on the corner. But what you cannot deny is the discipline and the organization and the brotherhood, man. And that's a beautiful thing, brother. So I want to make sure you get your flowers, man, because I saw the young brother just putting in work. You know what I'm saying? He could have easily came in here and then came in for about a month and said, man, I ain't feeling this. But that brother is willing to change his life. And like I say, if someone called me and said that brother back there broke into my car, I wouldn't believe it. I hang up my phone. or he snatched my mama's purse. I hang up my phone. So I just want to salute all y'all brothers for that, man. And good shot, brother. I like that, man. I like that, brother. I like that, brother. I watched his name ceremony. Like I said, man, it made me smile. I clicked on it, standing tall right there, and y'all blessed him, gave him the name. I just smiled. And man, go ahead, brother.
He's a hard-working brother too, man. And he's like you're saying, he's dedicated, man. You know, we've seen him from the time he hit the door and how he is now. It's a big difference, you know, from the way that he came in to the way that he is now. And he's a testament on, you know, the things that you learn inside the ISUPK. You know, a lot of people, like you're saying, you know, they see us on the outside, don't understand how many lives we actually changing for the good. You know, because a lot of brothers come in with, you know, drug abuse problems, temperament problems, and basically just they undisciplined. You know, they don't have any discipline, and that's something that you learn inside the ISUPK, how to be disciplined and how to, you know, interact with your brothers and your sisters, man. And
yes, sir.
Another thing that you learn in here is compassion. You learn mercy for your brothers, and you learn, like I was saying, how to actually love your brothers. Not like how the world teaches you how to love your brother, right? But you know, you actually learn how to actually love your brother and a sister inside the house. That's just something you have to offer.
Go ahead, bro.
Main thing, especially dealing with what we talking about today, if more brothers would leave the Christian church when they have the problems in the street, they would come in here and command junior high. This is something that's taught in the school, and they teach us to be men. They teach us to be mature men that never molest anybody. And we'll be defenders of the neighborhood. You wouldn't have to call police. You would call us. And Officer Aquilon is a perfect example, and you see it in real time of what happens when brothers come into the ISUPK and they actually want to change. That's the main thing.
Yeah, nah, I love it, man. I love it. Like, I don't even know the dress code, but the brother just used to wear all black, no words, no letters, no nothing on his shirt. Now he got a big face on his shirt. I said, yeah, he earned his stripes. Yeah.
You first come into this school and you start coming to class, and if you're serious, you wear all black because you're showing that I want to be part of this, and I want to clear my head and absorb everything y'all got to tell me, and I'm serious about changing my life and the people in the street. You know what I'm saying? So when we see a brother do that, then he does his 90 days, or if it takes longer, it takes longer. Then he gets his Hebrew name, and if he wants to even, which we call the trooper program,
yeah.
And if he wants to take it farther and become a priest and sit up here and teach your people, which is a big responsibility. It is not easy being an officer in the ISUPK.
Right.
It is not easy at all. And we don't force anybody. When you sing that what you call ceremony, but
Yeah.
we call it blessing the priest.
Okay.
When he's being anointed, rather, he puts that oil on him. He even asks him before that oil is put on, are you sure you want it? Because to much is given, much is required. It's the scripture says. So this isn't a thing where you just an officer and you get to teach. No, you are responsible. You're responsible for 50 men, 50 families, this brother right here. So that's something that you have to take serious, and you have to really, it's not easy. You have to really put yourself in a situation where you serve the people. People don't serve you, you serve the people. Right? And that's what Christ does.
Okay, I hear you, bro. I like it, man.
I mean,
go ahead, brother.
And it's very different from the Christian church because the pastor wants to be served. The pastor wants to be praised. You know what I'm saying? Like you heard that joke Bernie Mac, you know what I'm saying? His wife in there cooking a big dinner, but he can't have none. It's for her pastor. Right? You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that the Christian church has done is destroyed the family by taking the leadership role from the man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They take the leadership role from the man, and now that wife is really fantasizing about this pastor. And it leaves the house open for subjection for anything to take place. And like the topic of this interview, you know what I'm saying? And pastors beating less and more kids than people. And if I could, people listening, man, I don't want you thinking that we just banging on the Christian church. That's not, we bang on anybody who don't give our people a moral compass. So it ain't just all about the Christian church, it's the Muslim mosque, it's right. You know what I'm saying? Hindu, and it's about, the black and the blacks and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We ain't biting our tongue on none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who don't give a moral compass to our people, that's who we talking about. All right, and we're gonna talk about today, what's who gives a moral compass to our people and who don't. We're gonna talk about that.
I like it. All right, shit. Let's do it then, fellas. Let's get into it. All right, now before we get into the main topic, then I know I mentioned to y'all earlier. Like I said, this has been a big conversation on my platform. Is ADOS, American Descendants of Slavery, and their reparation movement. That's a group that's saying, hey, we got the lineage. We got the paperwork, we got an agenda, we've written up the lawsuit, and we putting the final touches on it to give this to to file a lawsuit against the American government for our reparations. And they kind of barreled it down where African guy can't come in here and jump in and say he ADOS because he don't have the lineage of being a descendant of slavery. And even some of our Caribbean brothers and sisters would not be allowed to be a part of this lawsuit.
What are they using as to determine their names?
At least one family member that was in slavery inside the walls of America.
One family member that was in slavery?
At least.
So how are they proving that?
Through different paperworks. different. You can get different paperworks. Like, well, I say with me personally, I found my great great grandfather's Army ID that had pretty much not the slave family, but it did have the word slave on it, and it had the state and his birthday on it and his name. So it's little stuff. It's little stuff you can find, but you will have to just look at the overall manifesto that they have. It's online.
So what if you were Jamaican and their father was in the army and he got an ID that said he was a slave?
But he was a slave in Jamaica. So
what if his father was in the army for America?
If he was in the army for America, if he was in slavery inside the walls of America, he would qualify.
What about if it was the mother?
Yeah, same thing. All you have to do is just prove that one of them. But that's what they say. But I guess my question to y'all is,
before you ask,
go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I was talking to I was talking to a Nigerian one time, right?
Yeah.
And he was telling me, you know, we was discussing how, you know, the difference between us and them.
Okay.
That's basically what we were discussing. What he said was that every Nigerian, you know, they still look at, you know, the ones who were left from Nigeria on the slave ships as them being their ancestors. So how wouldn't that connect them? Because they try to say that, you know, those people who went on the slave ships, those were their ancestors. That
that wouldn't have anything to do with us.
Okay, so
in America.
Yeah,
right. And that's been a debate. That's been a heavily debated topic. You feel me? Because when we talk about it, I say, okay, I could prove it. I could prove I had one parent that was in slavery. They got a couple more things. Like you got to at least be willing to identify as a black person for like the last 12 years. It's just a lot of criteria they have. But I said I fit it, right? So
that's how they place their lineage, right?
It's a lot. Yeah. Basically, but the lineage is mainly, you know, birth certificates, family trees, and all of that good stuff. And it's pretty much after 1776, because you got to remember the lawsuit is being filed against America. You see what I'm saying? But I know. I mean, what do y'all think about that though? About the whole lineage ADOS discussion, anyway.
As far as reparations.
Mm-hmm.
White supremacy is not going to allow reparations. The reason why we say that is because if they do that, they relinquish their power.
Okay.
They're giving you all this money for all this slavery that we put in, so they're going to calculate all this money to all these millions of black people, right? Mm-hmm. It's two things wrong with that. One is they're not going to do it. They're not ever going to do it. You're trying to get them to do something according to their system, their rules, their laws. But their laws still look at you like you want them to be mad. They're never going to agree to him for what? They don't even care about it. They'll hear us out like they was an elderly black woman that was pleading her case. I forgot her name. She was pleading her case in Congress. And it was a bunch of white men sitting there shaking their head like this, but they were like, okay, next. You know, that's how they look at us. Mm. Now, I'm not saying we don't deserve it. Yeah, they should give us that. But my point is, what we're taught in ISUPK is that is a blade of grass on thousands of acres of land on what we should have. Right. What we should have and what we should be thinking about is leadership. Right. We should be thinking bigger than reparations. Reparations is fiat, it's money. Don't even and the value of money is going down. That's why they got all this crypto stuff. Yeah, that's nothing. Like that's not land. That's not government. It's not like electric companies, steel companies, things that you don't have to go to a whole other nation for. We want leadership. And the ISUPK and Command General Holland, that's what these brothers is fighting for. We're fighting for our people, we're fighting for leadership. The only one that can bring you true reparations is your house. It's Christ. Mm. The Most High, when he sends Christ down here, you'll see the biggest reparation ever seen on the planet, and it will be forever. Because the scriptures say that, and I'm paraphrasing, but the scriptures say that Jacob will rule forever. Esau's really ruling now, but when we rule, it will be forever. That's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And the reason why I was asking you about how do they declare their lineage? It's almost like the brother said earlier, if you're looking into a lineage and paperwork through a system that is governed by white supremacy, they're not going to even give you the real truth. They, like with the DNA thing, what's it called?
23 and me.
That's Ancestry.com. When you're going through those things, you can take your dog. Take his blood and send it in there. Let's say he's part Igbo, part Italian, part German. That's how it's a joke. Now, according to the scriptures, what we go by as far as bloodline is your father. Your father has to be black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. That's what is based on if you're Israel or not. And when you fight, and you, like the scripture say, you endure to the end, you go by these laws, you fight for your people, you speak against white supremacy, you speak against molestation. Then, when Christ comes, you will get a true so-called reparation. Look at your roots. That's our stance.
I know. If, like, say for instance, they go do this, right? And the white man will be like, you know what? I'm gonna give y'all some criminals. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give y'all a couple criminals. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I fit the bill. I fit it. You know what I'm saying? I want my crumbs. But am I gonna go out to because we deserve, you know, whatever it is, you know, we're poor people. You know what I'm saying? We struggle. We want that money. But I'm not finna depend on that being the final say. You know what I'm saying? It ain't okay, you done gave me, let's say for instance, you give me $50,000. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I appreciate the $50,000 and everything, thank you. But you still need to be put to death for the things that you've done in my life. You dig what I'm saying? And that's how I'm looking at it. I'm gonna take I'm not gonna turn the money down. I'm gonna take that money. I'm both. You know what I'm saying? That money I can help, you know, build up some stuff in our community. But you still need to be put to death for the crimes that you committed against my people. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that a lot of people who are going and doing the, you know, the ADOS, and that what it is? ADOS. How is they looking at it? Is they looking at that being the end all of everything? You know what I'm saying? Are they looking at it like,
it's broke down.
I'm taking this money and now y'all is off the hook?
Well, it's broke down. It's kind of broke down. I listened to a little bit. I ain't studied it like some of the people who was coming on my panel before really discussed it. I looked into it. It's still a long-term plan. You see what I'm saying? It's not about just a check. You know what I mean? Because most people hear reparations and say a check. These niggas just want a check. But it's like, they're talking about the main argument. Real quick, the main argument is closing the wealth gap. That's the main argument. So they saying stuff like free education will help that a little bit. Housing, you know what I'm saying? Free housing will help that a little bit. I forgot some other stuff. But go ahead.
What you're saying is that they can buy, you know, ballots and buy, you know, all of the stuff that they've done to us. That's basically what you're saying. They're gonna give us some money. They're gonna give us shorten the wealth gap and everything. And then we're supposed to forget about my ancestors getting their foots cut off. We're supposed to forget about our sisters getting raped. We're supposed to forget about them flooding the communities with drugs. We're supposed to forget about, you know what I'm saying, all of the things that they've done to our people. Because once they pay that money, they're going to tell you, hey, why is you complaining now? We done gave you $100,000 now. We done gave you $50,000. Why is you still talking about, you know, critical race theory? You know what I'm saying? We done gave you $100,000 to shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? Hush, you know what I'm saying? Now we can take all of the history that, you know, out of the history books. We can burn up all of the videos out of them. Why is y'all on the corner talking about the white man is the devil now?
And we don't
the white
pay
man
y'all.
just gave you $50,000. Why is you talking about I'm the devil now? So is that what's gonna happen?
That's well said,
now you understand what the brother was talking about. That's what the brother talking about. We ain't just gonna let, you know, reparations ain't gonna fix money or closing the wealth gap ain't gonna fix how, you know, the PTSD that's been happening to our people for hundreds of years. You know, PTSD is handed down generation after generation.
I was talking about that
You know what I'm
earlier.
saying?
So
That's
you
not gonna
believe
stop
in
none of that.
you believe trauma can be handed down?
Absolutely,
Okay.
it will be handed
All right.
down. Everybody know that.
Okay.
If you go, they did a study on the fake Jew, right?
Yeah.
About how they when they went through the Holocaust.
Yeah.
And they went through the Holocaust, and they was talking about how generation after generation after generation of them went through trauma because of the Holocaust. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that was part of them getting their reparations because of the trauma that they went through. That's why Germany had to pay them reparations. They still paying them reparations.
Mm-hmm.
Paying them reparations all that because of the trauma that they went through. But nobody seems to understand the trauma that we done been through. Right. And they went through that for what? 10 years at the most. The Holocaust was 10 years at the most.
Yeah.
You know, we went through it for 400 years.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine the trauma after trauma after trauma of our seeing our babies getting ripped out our stomach and getting sold on. You know what I'm saying? You getting beat and lashed, and then they used to make us lash the brother. You know, so if a brother run or something, they have another one of us lash him in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's trauma, man. What you doing to the people? You know, is reparations gonna pay for that? So we supposed to forget about that once we get this money. So basically, what they're saying is you can pay us off for all of the trauma that we done endured inside of America.
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead, brother.
Like, how do you get rid of Stockholm syndrome? Like, how do you get rid of okay, let's say you ever seen when a brother or sister hit lotto? If they was a dope boy, they got the big cars and spent their money in the strip club, what are they gonna do when they hit the lotto? Are they gonna change their life around? Are they gonna do different things?
They're gonna buy more cars. That's what the history shows. Yeah.
More strip clubs. Right. How do you? What he's saying is, and Dr. Paul came up with a very good, valid point. How do you get rid of all the trauma that's been done? Look at what we're talking about right now. We're talking about molestation, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know we didn't come up with that. Right. You know we didn't come up with Bloods and Crips banging on each other. We got that from white supremacy, bro. They've been doing that. We mimic them. The only reason why, like when you talk about molestation, everybody in the world, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say this. You keep your kids away from Uncle Charles.
Yes.
Because Uncle Charles in that back room, when he come out, he's looking at them kids. Where does that come from? Nobody ever goes into the history of it. When you go to the history of it, it comes from the Greeks and the Romans thousands of years ago. So, like he was saying, man, like how do you get, if you have, let's say it's not money.
All right.
Let's say if it's land. Let's say if it's electric companies and all this, right?
Yeah.
How do you keep a people that's been taught to hate each other to run these companies and do for each other?
Right.
How do you keep that in your nation if you ain't been raised to think that we all one?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
Like the reparation thing, that what they doing, brother, is it's almost like what Martin Luther King did and what these other brothers, these other black people did. They meant well. Yeah. But they just didn't know what the hell they were doing. Because for us to have that much power with no law, we know better than them. Right. We're gonna make the same mistakes over and over. We're gonna go in the hole. And then just like the brother said, he said, it made me think about anytime we go against the police, they kill one of our loved ones. They make when they pay us money, killing one of our loved ones, they make us sign something.
Yeah, to like never talk about it. Yeah.
You can't talk about it no more.
Yeah.
That's the same thing they would do. You get reparations, they're gonna make you sign something. You can't talk about this no more.
Yep.
You gotta shut up. Here's what you want. It's gonna be a crumb. You gotta realize who you're dealing with. You're dealing with the most subtle beast on the field. That's scripture. He's not gonna look out for you. If you get reparations, I guarantee you, you gotta understand something. Over 400 years, even past that, when you look to Romans and Greeks and all their lineage,
Yeah.
if you look at white supremacy lineage, how much wealth have they really built? See, we just looking off of what we've done for them 400 years in America.
Yeah.
How much wealth have they built when they crashed into our tribes, crashed into our civilizations, took our books? You go in the Vatican, they got all our stuff in there.
Right.
And then they say the Jewish man is the true Jew. And then you got these crazy niggas on the corner saying you're the true Jew.
Yeah.
But then you come against us. Then you want to say we need to come together and fight for reparations. Yeah, all of us gonna come together to get that bread. You know what's gonna happen when you get that bread? You got too many niggas with a whole lot of money. There ain't no law.
Yeah, what's
you know
that?
what a shark frenzy is?
Yeah.
If anybody know what a shark frenzy is,
Yeah.
Officer McCall, if I take a piece of meat and I ain't fed these sharks, and I take one piece of meat, let's say I take a deer, I take the whole deer and I throw them in there.
Yeah.
All these 30 sharks gonna attack that deer and they ain't ate no more. So once the deer gone, what they gonna do? Once your reparations is starting to sink, what you gonna do? Because you're not living off law.
Yeah.
The whole thing about the ISUPK is we live off law. So we know that reparations is just how many iPhones is created in the world?
A lot. Yeah. A lot.
Reparations is, hey, we gonna give y'all 500 iPhones.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
I was just gonna add, if I could, I'll pass it back to Barack. I know you're gonna say. I was just, y'all remember the David Chappelle show? Y'all remember when David Chappelle and them had won all their money? They had started giving they gave reparations to everybody. Niggas was going by Cadillac. They wouldn't bought that, put stock in Cadillac, and bought all the Cadillacs out for. So about all the chickens, all the Newports. So that's what niggas go. Man, we talking about niggas who out here doing the milk crate challenge. We talking about milk. You know what I'm saying? Millions of dollars. You know what you think they gonna do with that money? You know what I'm saying? It's like if you ever watch this show, they used to have a show come on about how people who would hit the lottery, right?
Yeah,
and
what happened to them?
You know, they would take, they would just take some normal people, and they would hit the lottery, but the lottery money would be so detrimental to their whole life and family. You know, it would totally destroy them. You know what I'm saying? Because they got you got drug problems. This is what the brother was trying to say at the beginning. You got drug problems, you got drug addicts. You don't get drug addicts $1 million. We seen what money dope did to Whitney Houston. Right. She was a drug addict with $1 million. Michael Jackson, Prince, all of them was drug addicts with $millions, and they ain't doing no killing. This is what we dealing with, man. We got people who got, trauma. We got people who got, serious, issues going on with them, man. You talking about giving them money like that? Man, they ain't gonna do nothing but destroy themselves. You know what I'm saying? We done seen this happen time and time again. And one more thing I want to add.
Go ahead, brother.
Is the money that they gonna give you, is it taxable?
That's a good question. I don't know.
You did
I don't know that.
Yeah, they get some of that money right back. You know what I'm saying? The money gonna be taxable. I ain't never seen them. The only time I done seen them do it one time was with that first stimulus check. They didn't, it wasn't taxable. Yeah. But after that, they started taxing their stimulus check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, that's what we dealing with, man.
That's a fact, man. And that's a fact. And I've always said, look, man, I don't think we're gonna get it. Yeah. But I can respect the fact that somebody is at least fighting and at least bringing it to their attention. Because I say it like this, man. Look, man, even on the block, man, if you do something to me and we find out you police, I can't kill you. Just being honest, I kill you, I'm going to jail. The best thing I can do is leave you alone. But you knowing that I can't kill you, you may keep walking back by me down the block. So, and I'm gonna keep telling you every day I see you, hey, my nigga, you know I can't kill you, but you owe me some money, man. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, I'm gonna get my money from you, man. Even if I have to cross the line and kill you or whatever, but eventually, I'm gonna get my money from you. And I just like people bringing it to their face. It was actually a big thing when I was having the presidential debate. You had young black people just running up on Joe Biden talking about, hey, man, what's up with them reparations? And he's like, like you said, he started stuttering and next, you know what I'm saying? He doing all that shit. So I do respect the fact that they fighting. I don't think I see it in my lifetime or my kids' lifetime, but I respect the organization for fighting. Go ahead, brother.
If I can add something, you know what I'm saying? What was promised to us when we came out of slavery?
They said 40 acres in the
40
middle.
acres in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did we ever get 40 acres in the middle? It was signed in the law, right? It was signed. We supposed to get it. So if they say, yeah, we'll give you reparations, who's to say that they gonna keep up that?
Yeah.
They're just gonna wait until you die out. The next generation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll bring another drug epidemic. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, look, well, if we give you reparations, well, let us oversee the money. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, they promised us this, we never got it. Just like the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we were walking for civil rights. Now we got what we got? The bill.
The anti-AIDS, stop Asian hate. Oh, okay. I thought you was going there.
This is in my mind right now.
The vote
for civil rights. For civil rights.
The voting right. We got the voting rights bill from that.
Voting rights. We got all these things from the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
Who benefits from the civil rights movement?
Oh man, shit. I hate to say it, but immigrants and Asians and they put minorities in there. So white women, homosexuals. Yeah. Huh?
Where the money go? MLK said we need to.
Yeah, to them.
These places. Where did the money go? That's what he's saying. Where did it go?
Yeah. When MLK said what?
Who benefited from the civil rights?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Minorities, LGBTQ. Is that what y'all saying? What y'all saying? I'm missing it. Talk to me.
White supremacy benefited from it. We were spending money in our own neighborhood. MLK and the civil rights movement.
Oh, got you.
You have the right to go
to integrate. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, that's a fact. Okay, I was missing that.
With that being said, even if they do give you this reparations, where you gonna put your money in?
Yeah, in the white bank.
Where are you gonna buy these homes from?
Yeah, from white people.
Where you gonna get these cars?
Where
you gonna buy the land with the money that you get? Then you're gonna still have to pay property tax. Like you were saying, who's really gonna benefit if we get this? We just don't need to. Right. We just don't need to get reparations from slavery.
Yeah.
What about the Jim Crow law?
Yes, that's in that too. That's in that, but that's in ADOS. That's in ADOS. That's in ADOS manifest. I did read that.
Crack epidemic?
Not the crack epidemic, but they got but they do got redlining.
Opioids?
They got redlining. They ain't got those. They ain't got the drugs in there, but they do have the redlining.
Wait.
So hold on.
Wait a minute. You said the drugs ain't in there.
Nah. It's They didn't put the drugs in there.
Niggas made too much money off
They just didn't put it in there. They put redlining. They did speak about the redlining and Jim Crow, like you said, because they gave white people more of a head start. You come out with a head start of slavery, then Jim Crow put you that much further ahead, then redlining put you that much further ahead.
So basically, their whole thing is just, like you said,
trying to
shorten the wealth.
That's it. Because they're all about statistics. They looked at the statistics and said, "Why is this many?" All right, what they said, "All right, look, this is America. Every fucking race in America. Why is this group so rich and this group is so poor? Well, here's the rich, here's the poor. These people are one color. These people are the other color. How did we get here? Okay, you had slavery. You know what I'm saying? Gave them a head start. Jim Crow gave them a head start. The housing market, white flight, all of the shit they were doing with the housing." Gave them another head start. The difference in schools. You got good schools and bad schools. That gave them more. The Shock don't like that shit, man. I'm gonna get my ADOS family up here, man.
Drugs gave them a head start.
Yeah, drugs should be on that. I give you that. I agree.
And they purposely pump these drugs in our community.
I agree.
They blew up and burnt down our community.
And of course,
destroyed the men. Then they had a mandatory minimum with a 3-strike law that put brothers
mass
in jail
incarceration.
for the rest of their life with no
mass incarceration is in there.
Still here.
Yeah, that's a fact. Feminism. Nah. Because it's a woman. It's a woman. She's one of the speakers for it. So they ain't gonna get into that. What feminism?
Homosexuality.
Yeah, Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, brothers. But look, man, we 40 minutes in. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it, family. Hey, listen, family, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Listen, Born Rich Club Films is the YouTube channel. Facebook, I know I've been neglecting y'all, but man, Born Rich Club Films is the YouTube. I've been doing way more on YouTube now than I have been on Facebook. So y'all gotta subscribe to the YouTube channel. I don't know what else to tell you. So yeah, man, we're gonna play this video, fellas. Play this video, man, then we're gonna discuss it. So let's get it. And shout out to everybody. Sister Kushti, I see you, Brother Mike in the chat. Judea. Who else I see? Nito, Oxo, Dakota. Salute to all of y'all, man. All right, I'm finna play this video, fellas, and then we'll discuss it.
NBC6 reporter Kim Wynn is live at Miami Beach tonight with more on the arrest of the man known as Brother Polite. Kim.
Yeah, well, Jawan, the suspect surrendered here at the Miami Beach Police Department earlier this week. Police charged him with sexual battery of a 14-year-old girl. We did speak with his lawyer earlier tonight, who says that these charges are false. This is the mugshot of 37-year-old Michael Nowak Jr., also known as Brother Polite, to his more than 300,000 Instagram followers. Miami Beach police arrested Nowak this week for alleged sexual battery of a 14-year-old girl in a hotel room in February. Police say the alleged victim was the daughter of a woman he was romantically linked to. Defense attorney David Terrace says his client is innocent.
Once the evidence is produced, that he is going to be exonerated. So yeah, not guilty, nothing else.
According to the police report, Nowak, a motivational speaker and author who lives in L.A., asked the woman if he could take her daughter to an after party at a club in Miami. The report states Nowak took the teen to his hotel after seeing that the club was closed. Police say the suspect gave the teen alcohol and started dancing and touching the teen inappropriately, groping her breast, inner thighs, and buttocks. It goes on to say Nowak tried to force the teen to perform oral sex on him. The teen allegedly passed out and woke up to Nowak trying to make her throw up.
These are serious allegations, but in any situation, there is always motive. There is always a lot behind the scenes that the public is not going to be able to see.
The report states that the girl's mother found her intoxicated and possibly on drugs, with severe swelling on her mouth and lips. It later states Nowak told the mother not to call police because it would ruin his career. Nowak was served with a DNA warrant in June and surrendered to police on Monday. Terrace says the police report is only an allegation. And Nowak claims to have written more than 90 books. In an interview, he also claims to have several wives.
I swear to God, things ain't gonna change. I keep a revolver.
All right, so there we have it, man. That was the news clip, fellas, of Brother Polite. You know, I'm sure we've all heard by now what Brother Polite's been accused of. We heard the whole story by now. So, and let me say this: the reason why maybe Polite is not just so much relevant, you know what I mean? I don't want to do a whole bunch of gossiping, but the reason that Polite is pretty much relevant, especially as I sit down here with the brothers of the ISUPK, is because as I was watching those platforms that he used to be on, I was actually seeing your Captain Tazariaks and from Sidnetter's platform. So it was all kind of jumbled up in the same little YouTube crowd. And that's why I really want to talk about it. Because if I'm honest, man, I just would have saw y'all on the corner and kept driving if it wasn't for the YouTube. You see what I'm saying? The YouTube made me say, damn, they go the brothers I be seeing on YouTube. Let me go chop it up with these brothers. You know what I'm saying? So that's why this is important. So I guess I want to ask the brothers, what was your first thoughts when you heard these allegations against Brother Polite?
First thoughts, like, you gotta understand, man, like, to everybody was a shock, right? To us, it's another Christian.
Okay.
It's like, for like food, the country community, they used to call him the phenom.
Right.
He represented them, right?
Right.
They look at him the same way a church would look at the preacher.
Yeah.
They glorify him. This is our star. But then when they start falling, they ain't gonna back you up. They gonna fade away from him. Anybody associated, they gonna go against him. When we heard about it, it was just like, I mean, it's not hard to believe. It's alleged. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't just accuse the brother and say this and that, because let's say if he was judged under the ISUPK, it would be facts that have to be come together. We need evidence, all this. He's going through white supremacy in the court system and all that. A lot of our people don't know any better, and they're going to just sit there and charge him with it based on he say, she say stuff. We don't do that, and it's unfortunate. And the main thing that what we look at is we looking at the victim. We're looking at, okay, what's up with the little girl? Right. Everybody's about polite.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody saying nothing about this. The 14-year-old.
Yeah.
How is her condition right now? Right. Because when with molestation, man, for a boy, a girl, a man, a woman to be molested, well, molested is young, but for a boy or a girl to be molested, they are changed forever. They can't ever get that back. So our focus is how is she doing? And then the question is, why isn't everybody else trying to find out how she's doing?
Yeah.
Why is everybody studying polite all of a sudden? He's been hitting his Instagram or social media, Sinetti hitting that to find out, people playing games, trying to make money off of it. All this stuff. Like it's we look at it from being wise according to the scriptures. So it's not, we don't really, I'm not gonna say we don't care. We don't, our focus is not polite. We've been knowing about it. It's not a shocker. You know what I'm saying? It's like us saying, hey y'all, watch out for that big pothole right there. You're about to walk into it. And then when everybody walks into it, they're like, man, it's a pothole right there. They be sitting there like, it's a pothole we told you about right there.
Right.
That's how
That's not so good.
Go ahead, brother.
The brother, he get proud to know. We look at it as like Captain Cesario said. Captain Cesario had already pointed out the characteristics of life. Right. This already documented all the things that Captain Cesario pointed out about the characteristics of polite. And how much, and like I said, I don't know if he did it or not. He hasn't been in court, I don't know. Yeah. So we don't know the facts. All right, but what we do know is that he is an avid believer of another man who actually done it and went through the courts and been convicted. Right. And he fought for him. He's always was trying to tell the people that he talked. Captain Collins, I called him his spiritual father. That's what brought the whole cross the line thing. And he's telling them about, your spiritual father is a child molester. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody who you learned at. This is somebody who you defend. You know what I'm saying? So this is the facts that we do know about life. We know the characteristics of life. So it ain't too far-fetched to believe that he could possibly do something like it. And that's something, and that's the thing that we learned that Commander General Hunter teaches us in the ISUPK. Not to be a respecter of person. Right. We can't be a respecter of person. Everybody talks about polite, why we can't believe that polite did this. Polite is, he's the right. He's the counsel to the stars. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have that kind of respect of person to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And we believe, what your characteristics is, that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? And polite, there's millions after millions after millions of our black daughters and our black sons who are being molested out here. You know what I'm saying? What about them? Why ain't nobody talking about them? Why is it all of a sudden got to be a big thing about polite when there's millions of polites out here? You know what I'm saying? Why ain't nobody talking about them? We need to eradicate that out of our community, period.
There you go.
We don't, it don't have to start with polite. We can start with, the uncles and, you know what I'm saying, the daddies and the mothers and the aunties and, things of that nature, man. Don't, we got to get that out of our community, period. It don't have to be about just polite. You know what I'm saying? We need to have this conversation and start to find out, solutions on what we need to do to get this out of our community, period.
Yes.
And that's what we need to focus on. Polite. And most of the people who just talking about polite, they not, like the brother said, not talking about the little girl. The little girl is the one who's gonna be traumatized to have on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The mama, even if the mama, they try to say that the mama, damn near, set it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if, but even if she did, the little girl is the one who's dealing with it. And that's what we need to talk about more. How's the little girl doing? Do anybody know how the little girl doing? Nobody knows.
No, nobody knows.
Nobody even inquiring on how the little girl doing. Because we're too busy worried about the predator and not the predator. You know what I'm saying? So we can't have a respect of a person when it comes to dealing with this kind of thing in our community, man. And we got to talk about why ain't nobody using, and that's why I was talking about earlier about how we against anything that's not giving a moral compass to our people.
Okay.
And what Polite was out there teaching was not giving a moral compass to our people. That's why Captain Zaryak was always going against it, telling them, we got this going on. This is what we're talking about. And you over here trying to defend, crimes that are done from somebody who we know was a sex offender.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're going against the sex offender. You're going against us for going against the sex offender. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on, man.
Yeah.
This is what we're dealing with our people. So when we, people have a problem with, the ISUPK because we pointed out. We point out the hypocrisy that's going on with our people. Instead of the people worrying about, the little girl, we're too busy worrying about the damn, having respect to a person and worrying about the damn child.
No. Right.
Hold on, what was this question again? What was your question again?
So just the question I just asked was what was your first thoughts when you heard or read the Polite story or watched the allegations?
My first thoughts was that the ISUPK are priests and prophets of the Lord. Because like you started talking about, there was an altercation, what was it, back in 2013? You know what I'm saying, with Polite. And that's when they said that you are of your father. Your spiritual father is a child. He came up against the Bible. You know what I'm saying? He came up against the Most High. He shot up the Bible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He did all these things, but one thing that he didn't know that he was going to get exposed. Yeah. Allegedly exposed. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't surprised. You know what I'm saying? I was surprised if they ain't in the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? They're willing to do anything.
Anything. You ain't surprised by nothing.
Because we live by a moral compass. We have laws, statutes, and commandments to keep us from doing atrocious acts like this. And there's laws. Well, if we was in our kingdom, there'd be detrimental laws on that type of act. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I want to get into. Like I said, that's the title of the show. Let's get into it, guys. What is the punishment? What is the punishment for predators in our community? What does the scripture say? What do y'all say personally? However y'all want to take it, but I mean, let's just go, man. We speaking about everybody got an Uncle Charles and an Uncle Chester. You know what I'm saying? What should be the punishment for that person, family member or not? What should be the punishment, brothers?
But also I apply. Can I get Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 25? 25. Like if we're in our own land, like now, like Uncle Charles got to go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put hands on Uncle Charles. No, it's like, but Uncle Charles, Uncle Charles, it's not.
For real. It's gonna be some furniture moving. This shack is gonna be some furniture. I can only speak for my daughter. It's gonna be some furniture moving in there, man. Go ahead.
The brothers are saying like these are real men up here.
Yeah.
And just think if it's your daughter and you find out Uncle Charles is touching your daughter. You know what I'm saying? You being a man, you're gonna defend your daughter. But
You go first.
we are not in a whole leadership. You can't murder that man. But as a community and as a people, we're supposed to make sure that he does not do that again.
Yes.
And everybody knows what he's doing, and he's held accountable.
Oh, I like it.
That's what brothers are saying.
I like it. I like it.
Because in the ISUPK, that's what it's taught. Hold yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? We're given authority. Like these are also 50. These are over 50 men.
Yeah.
Or 50 families. I'm a 500. I'm over 500 family. He's 1,000. So if he can't hold himself accountable, how am I eligible to hold you accountable?
Yes.
If I'm not holding myself accountable. So if everybody looked at it like that, and we're like they say, it takes a village to raise a child, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If that same village is on the same accord, there won't be any Uncle Charles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we know molestation is rape is wrong. We know homosexuality is wrong.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So our children won't get caught up, or even our young men and young women won't get caught up, because women also molest. The daughters, the aunties, the nieces, and stuff like that. Don't just put it on the men because it happens both sides.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's like that is because our Christian church, our leaders failed us. Because if they followed the Bible or understood the Bible, it's something to keep us in check, to keep us on that path.
Yeah, okay, it's the moral compass that y'all been talking about.
So can I go ahead and get that verse?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25, verse 20, chapter 22, verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field.
Now, a man, in this instance, allegedly, a man found a young girl, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And took out in the car, wanted to take it out to eat and to an after party. Like, what man in his right mind is going to take a 14-year-old out to an after party, to a club? See, right there, it's already off. Allegedly. Yeah, I said allegedly first. It's already off. Keep reading.
And the man forced her.
Then he does what?
And the man forced her.
Gives her a bunch of alcohol.
And the man forced her.
Oh, we're going to get this, go up to this hotel room.
And the man forced her.
Keep reading.
And lie with her.
And do what?
And lie with her.
So what just took place
in
the Bible? What we know today, if your man force her and lie with her.
Yeah, that's sexual assault.
That's
you know what I'm saying? That's sexual assault. No matter, no matter how you chop that up. Yeah, that's sexual assault.
So if it's an older woman or a young girl, this right here, it covers the whole basis.
What I'm sorry for that, brother. What verse, chapter and verse is that, man?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 25. Oh, that one more time, bro. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 25.
And this is the meat that's in the Old Testament that our Christian leaders and Christian pastors tell us is done away with. We don't have to pay attention to this. Keep reading. Read from the top.
Come on. Verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lie with her shall die.
He shall what?
It's like, then the man that only lie with her shall die.
We're gonna praise him up on Clubhouse and Instagram.
Then the man only that lie with her shall die.
Shall die. Now, since we ain't in our kingdom, you know what I'm saying? His reputation should die.
Okay.
His funding from the community, his support from the community shall die.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? All of it shall die. Everything that he ever taught is, I fix your taxes, or I'll buy, we can buy houses and flip properties. All of that should die. We should see polite. If he's found guilty of these charges, he should be living up under a bridge somewhere.
So are y'all not saying prison? I ain't hear you say prison, my brother. Should he
If
go to
found-
prison?
If he found guilty, he's gonna go to prison.
Okay.
of course.
Okay.
Yeah, we inside. You know, we're not in our land.
Yeah.
Now, this is for when he was reading is about us being in our land.
I got you.
So we're in the land of our captivity.
Yeah.
So you know, whatever
The laws of the land. We got to follow the laws of the land. I got you.
So, like, if I may
Go ahead,
add
bro.
one more thing, you know what I'm saying? What if he gets in there and he got some little money? He might get paid and beat the case.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. What y'all saying?
Hey, you know what?
In our land, what y'all saying? In our land, it ain't no beating this
Hey, look, he
case.
just brought out something
Is that what y'all
heavy,
saying?
though. He just brought out
Go ahead,
something
go
heavy.
ahead, bro.
Because what the brother trying to say is, okay, what about the cancel culture?
Right.
Yeah.
It's brothers out here. If you speak against homosexuality, you
You'll be
can't get no
canceled.
shows no
Yeah.
more. You can't get jobs no more. They is canceling everything that you. Why ain't we got a cancel culture?
I think
like
he's
this?
canceled.
Why don't we have a cancel
I think he's canceled just to the world. Now I'm not saying black people specifically are canceling him because you done seen videos. Yeah, because we seen some videos that where people is vouching for him. But for the majority of the videos I've been watching, he's pretty much canceled.
But he's still. No, I can't say he pretty.
Yeah, I don't think Polite is
No,
canceled.
absolutely.
I mean the videos. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Wait a minute. Polite from this situation
Yeah,
is getting more publicity.
Right.
I still think he canceled. Go ahead.
Hold up,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Check this out. Polite probably was he was in the force. He worked like 4 million.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
he worked 4 million. He was on Hip Hop Israel. Hip Hop is real.
Mm-hmm.
Not Israel, but is real.
No, hold on. The battle rap. Is that the
I
battle
think
rap
so.
channel?
Yeah.
Hip hop is real. It's like
Okay.
all one word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was on there. He's on Instagram. Talking about crypto, all this. He's got all these people defending him.
Right.
Coming to his rescue. Like, we know you ain't do it. He's getting. Look, as people are going against him, they are putting him more out there. Because they're saying Polite did this, Polite did that.
Okay.
Now people are like, who's Polite? That didn't know Polite.
Yeah.
From that point, they're going to take their own ideas on if I think he's wrong or not. So then if they think he's not wrong, he just got another customer. He has classes. He has little.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
To take his little courses and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, Polite is benefiting from this, bro.
I don't know. Like I said, maybe my mind warped because I see it as, of course, I see a few people here still supporting it and vouching for him. But for the most part, everybody's like, yeah, either I already knew he was weird or is, oh, damn, this nigga doing this, we done.
Like,
but, okay, I got you.
You got to think about the people that, this is how you get it. What about the people that didn't know nothing about Polite?
Nah, that's a fact.
And then all of a sudden,
They still report. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just getting, you can get money off views, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if he has a YouTube channel and people are trying to check him out to see who he is, and you get money off views, would you not benefit off that?
No, you're right. You're right.
He's no benefit.
And what history do we get to show that we started to cancel this? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we really don't.
Knew R. Kelly was raping little girls since the league. You know what I'm saying? We knew that.
Yeah.
That nigga sold 100 million records since Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? We didn't stop.
A tape.
Yeah, it's a fact. There's a real tape. A real tape came out when we was young. It's a fact.
What history do we got that we showing that we've been canceling niggas for this? Niggas is been we ain't never canceled.
Y'all saying we didn't cancel Bill Cosby?
Hell no.
Niggas knew Bill Cosby was sneaking them niggas in them white drinking. Yeah. Niggas been knowing that. He did an interview on that Southern show about the Spanish Fly.
Yeah.
I give you a big one.
What's that?
Since we on that topic about niggas been knowing things.
Yeah.
Niggas been knowing African band bodies and raping them boys.
Been
They coming out all the time. What's his name? Ronald Savage?
Yeah.
Man, they been knowing that.
We ain't stopping them.
And what they do? They swept it under the rug because of what? What the brother said earlier? Respect of person.
Yeah.
What's different about allegedly polite doing this?
Right.
Yeah.
It's a pattern. And what our people look, let's take polite, let's take African Bambaataa, Bill Cosby, let's take them all out the picture.
Yeah.
Now, why aren't we blowing up our local Uncle Chester?
Right.
Why are we letting that go? Why are mothers in homes that got boyfriends blaming the dog? You know the reason why a lot of, here's the sad part, a lot of victims that are children wait till they get about 18, 19, 20, 30 sometimes when they can't look at themselves no more, when they just can't take it no more. And they come out about who's been molesting them.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's in the church and they talking about that preacher. You know why it takes so long?
Why is that?
Because they've been trying to say it, but we don't listen to them. The mother is saying, no, he didn't. You just a whore. You just a slacker, but you a bitch. You a slut.
You're a liar.
You're a liar. Not my preacher. We are not listening to the cries of our children.
Right.
That's heavy, man. We listen to the cry of polite and the 14-year-old because they in the mainstream. But what about in our neighborhoods, man? You know,
we all got family members who's been molested.
Right.
The numbers show it. I was listening to General Muhammad the other day, and he was breaking it down. Breaking it down, the numbers, man. I think he asked the brother, out of 5 women, how many you think been molested? It's closer to 3 or 4. No, it's closer to 4. Yeah, it's more like 4.
Here's another
that's deep, man.
Here's another connection that we need to let people know that's in your chat that's gonna see this, video. Do you know what is connected to pedophilia? Because you know they're gonna legalize pedophilia. They're going to legalize it. It's a hold on one second.
What?
It's a heathen named Camille Pagilla. She's been working on it since the 80s. Pedophilia is legal in America. All you have to do is have parent consent. Right. It's legal in America, in Sudan, and I think somewhere in India. Now, what is connected to pedophilia? For sure.
My mind goes to the LGBT, the gay shit.
Exactly. Now there's an organization called NAMBULA, North American Man-Boy Love Association. They make it okay for, it's 2 types of pedophiles. There's one pedophile that goes after them, like a predator.
Yeah.
Is tracking these children, watching them in vans, see when they get out of school, that type of predator.
Yeah.
Then there's another predator that's more like a spider with a web. They say, and this is documented, you can look on YouTube, it's called Chicken Hawk. It's a documentary called Chicken Hawk. If anybody watching this, look up Chicken Hawk, and it's a documentary on pedophiles. This is 2 types. The first pedophile, like I said, is a predator. The other pedophile is the type of person that is like, I know I have a problem. I know I like little boys, little girls. But what I do is I stay away from them. But if they come to me, like a spider with a web, then I can't. They came to me. I didn't come to them.
That's sick.
It's a spider web mentality. So now, this is the mentality that us as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we don't know because we never dive into it. It's taboo. We leave it alone. But then we constantly complain about our daughters acting like boys, our boys being feminized, saying that homosexuality is okay. You see, homosexuality is linked to pedophilia because once you're a child and you've been violated like that, if you're a female, you're looking at a man like he's nasty, he's gross, he raped me. So where can I find love? I can find love with this woman.
Yes.
Where does that mess up? That messes up because in homosexual relationships, the domestic violence skyrockets. It's way worse.
I heard that.
Heterosexual relationships.
I heard that.
That's facts. You can look up these statistics. We do it. We do the hard grinding work of research. So then when we speak about these things, we can take the honest truth And white supremacy ain't gonna tell you. Why ain't they gonna tell us? Because they want us to be homosexuals. They want our men to be as feminine as possible. Because like the scriptures say, take the strong man out the house. Bind the strong man. White supremacy knows this Bible. They know where our strength is.
Okay.
That's the only reason why the ISUPK, you won't see no homosexuality, you won't see no pedophilia. Only thing that you will see when we have our cookouts, when we are together as brothers and our children are together, there is a brother or 10 watching the children, and the children can run all through the park, acting crazy, making the horses get nervous and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I guarantee you one thing though, no pedophile will ever step foot around us because they see power.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That's the problem.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
That's the problem.
Pedophiles ain't nervous or scared enough because they don't see the power.
Because they're allowed to say that I'm part of an association where I can express myself. And mark my words, man, we do classes about this all the time. This is not new to us. We teach our people this all the time. They're about to legalize. Pedophilia is about to be legalized. Just like homosexuality.
In the state of California, a grown man can have sex with a girl, or a grown woman can have sex with a boy that's 14 years old, as long as that child gives consent. As long as it gives consent.
Oh, that's sick. That's fucking sick.
It's coming. Just like, remember how crazy it used to be in like, let's say the 70s and 80s for you to, what they used to call come out the closet and be gay?
Yeah, I say it all the time.
Remember that?
I say it all the time.
And this is bad, but people used to get beat up, they used to get killed for that. Now, it's legal. You can legally get married for that.
Yeah.
That's that. You remember how crazy that was, and now it's legalized, right? You know how crazy it is right now, and it's been to hear that a little girl can be married to a grown man, or little boy, however it is, man and boy, a girl and woman.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy now. Give it about 5 years.
It'll be normal. It'll be normal.
No, but it's been normal though. It's like when I was growing up, you know, it wasn't no big thing to see, you know, a 13-year-old going, you know, get picked up and took to school with a nigga with a car. You know what I'm saying? They were 20-something years old. Right. We going in the hood, scooping up the little gal with the bag. You got the bag in the car. Yeah. You scooping up the little gal, you know what I'm saying? Taking her to school, dropping off at school. It wasn't no big thing. That was like the norm when I was growing up.
Nobody said nothing
about it. They can go over to the house. The mama be like, hey,
everybody cool with it.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, she in there, you know, mom in there. You know, I seen this growing up. You know, how cool and how normal that was in our community. And that's why ain't nobody saying nothing about it. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because we've been seeing it for, you know, all of these years. It just became really taboo, in the 2000s or something. You know what I'm saying? But like in the 90s, the 80s, and the 70s, and the 60s, they was doing that. You know, it was young girls, man. Man, listen, man. A lot of our mamas got pregnant at early age. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, mamas got pregnant at 13, 14, 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? This was going on. It was a normal thing. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we don't talk about it in our community because, like I said, it's normal and everybody knows about it. Everybody knows somebody about it. It's like, I talk about that a lot. You know, we talk about that a lot, about how the Christian church don't say anything about, you know, certain things because they agree with it. It's because it's going on inside the church. It'll make them say something about it.
Yeah.
You know, they can't talk about homosexuality when the whole church is full of homosexuals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can't talk about, you know, adultery when the deacon done had sex with everybody.
Yeah, everybody in the church. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can't talk about that. There's certain things that they can't talk about because they doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that's going on in our community, period. A lot of people can't talk about it because it doesn't happen to them. They know somebody it doesn't happen to, or they doing it themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of people not saying nothing about this particular subject, you know, in our community. And, you know, that's something that we're going to have to, you know, like the brother was saying, man, we just got to, you know, point the people out, man, this is what they doing. This is what's going on. Why ain't you saying, you supposed to be a leader in our community? Why ain't you saying nothing about this?
Right.
This is something that's hurting our community. Why ain't you saying nothing about it? And it's showing who really able to lead our community and who is not able to lead our community.
Yeah.
It's a reason why the conscious community ain't talking about this subject.
Yeah.
Because a whole lot of conscious, so-called conscious people, they doing it or condoning it. They know somebody who's doing it and they ain't saying nothing about it. You can't tell me brothers didn't know Polite was like this. You know, allegedly was like this. You can't tell me that. It's like all of them knew about Africa Bambaataa. I ain't in the conscious community, so I didn't know. Right. But a lot of brothers who in the conscious community, they've been knowing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That would be like somebody, like something going on in the ISUPK, and I'm just turning a blind eye to it. You know, people in the ISUPK, we just see things different, man, and we trying to tell people, you know, when we talking about, you know, the conscious community, we ain't talking about the conscious community because it worked. If it worked, we'd be in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll be in it if it worked.
Yeah.
You know, we telling you, you know, the what is the 45 laws of my what 42 laws of my. Where does it say you can't rape somebody in the 42 laws of my? It's not in it. You do what I'm saying? That's the it's not, it don't tell you can't be a homosexual in the 42 laws of mine. You get what I'm saying? They don't have a moral compass, man. It's not good for our people. And that's why Captain Zariak was going against Polite all this time. To show people, this is what we got to offer, this is what they got to offer.
Yeah.
You wondering why so many homosexuals and child molesters and things of that nature coming out of the conscious community? Because they don't have a moral compass. That's right. They don't have nothing to tell them that you can't do this. But when you come over here, we got A, B, C, D, E, F, G telling you we can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's why we try to tell you, man, that what we got is better for our people than what they have for our people. You know, and that's something people got to pay attention to. Why is the ISUPK saying something about this particular subject and ain't nobody else talking about it? That's supposed to be your leaders. How can they be a leader when they're not the leader over that little girl that been raped?
Fact.
They not her leader. They ain't said Polite wasn't the leader over her. He was the perpetrator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's something that people need to pay attention to. Why ain't nobody talking about that?
If I could, the biggest problem is they don't have any standards. They don't have any law. Look, the conscious community, man, I think it was Commander Jeremiah or Jeremiah broke it down the best. So it was Jeremiah. The conscious community came from what's the Jamaican cat?
Are you talking about
came from Jamaica. He was like this freedom
ships?
Marcus Garvey.
Marcus Garvey came up with all this freedom. We should be together. You know what I'm saying? Fight against white supremacy. From that, Pan-Africanism, the Muslim, the FOI, all this stuff, right? All these different thoughts and beliefs. They came to, once these things fell off, then you get the conscious community with all these different beliefs. But then, when they don't have any solutions for the problems that we have today, right now. This molestation thing is proof. They're fighting each other. They're not coming together. African Bambaataa is another case. They fighting each other. They're not making him accountable. People was trying to hide it. So the thing is, man, why is it that when us as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the main problem that we have is when we see that there's a problem, we don't stop it.
Yeah.
There's no discipline, there's no, like the Christian church, it's more homosexuality, transgender, that is the LGBT. And they're going to add P at the end of the middle, right? When you see that P on the end of LGBTQ, that's pedophilia. Okay. All of that is in that Christian church. Yeah. But nobody's holding them accountable. They still going. The only thing that kept them out that Christian church was the Most High. You know how? He sent the COVID up in it. Right. So the question is, now house of consciousness and the conscious community, what you gonna do?
Right.
The problem's in your face.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of fighting each other, what's the solution? Forget polite. What's the solution for the 14-year-old? We have the solutions. Captain Tazariak was the only one that fought against pedophilia when it was him and Irritated Genius.
Yep.
They was the only ones that came together against Nasi, that little so-called Hebrew Israelite, where he molested some people. All the other people that's been molested, they was the only ones to speak up. I think Daniel Otto might have said something too.
Yeah.
Where was the conscious community then?
Right.
Like the brother said, they don't have a moral compass. What that moral compass is, you have no law to tell you what's right and what's wrong. You going off of how you feel.
Yeah. You can just freestyle. He's just freestyling with it.
If you ain't got that, if the conscious community don't have no answers or not going to do nothing about it, y'all need to get out of the way. All black people, you need to get out of the way and just admit that this ain't good for the people. Because you showing, your actions is showing that it's not good for our people by you not even saying nothing about it. You proving it ain't good. You helping us out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're not gonna do nothing about it, then shut up about what we doing about it.
If I may. And one of the things that they need to get and understand that the God of the Bible is real. They're not gods. The black woman's not God. Because if the black woman's God and we're gods, like we're creators and all this, why can't we keep ourselves sustained? Why do we keep on destroying our people like this? If we're gods, why are we indulging in drugs and illicit sex and molestation of children?
Yeah.
That's not a God I want to follow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because one, if you say that the black woman's God, but you run over the black woman, how much sense does that make? You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So
you're right.
It leaves too much room for destruction, too much confusion in the conscious community.
Yeah. Nah, you're right, brother. You're right, brother.
They flat earthers and
they everywhere.
What's
Like I said,
nature
you just
boy?
freestyling. I said you just freestyling, and that's the thing. And that's the thing. When we don't have order, you're able to just freestyle. And when you don't have a tradition of order, then you're doomed. Like you're doomed. Like, I have to admit that. If you don't,
You're going to keep creating the same mistakes, the same
That's a fact.
and over and over.
it's a fact. It's a fact.
Yeah. And if I could,
Go ahead, brother.
I got some statistics I want to bring up.
All right.
We talking about this subject.
All right, go ahead, bro.
I think it's a good time for people to get educated on, and not just be here for polite. They need to really get educated about the whole subject of, molestation. All right, so I'm gonna bring out some statistics. This is actually a good report. This is a report that examined the difference in disparities between black children who've been molested and white children who've been molested.
Okay.
All right. So it says the child sex abuse prevalence rate in the study was 27.9%. Initial analysis showed that African American women were 1.75 times more likely than white women to have experienced child sex abuse. All right. Having a stepfather or a mother did not increase the prevalence of this child sex abuse. There were no significant racial disparities found in that nature, severity or aftermath, of the child. So, it really wasn't a big difference between black and white if you had a stepchild in the house or a working mother. So it's pretty much the same when it came to black and white. All right, so it said some differences of potential importance included white women were 2.5 more times more likely than African American women to experience sexual child sex abuse before the age of 7. So you might hear, that of course they're gonna put out statistics about, the black child is the one who gets raped all the time. The black child is the worst. You know what I'm saying? That's not true. White women get raped more than black children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just facts. White women do. It's more of them in America than us.
Yeah.
So they gonna get raped more, and plus they damn white man is a sexual demon, man. You go look at all the rape statistics, man. The white man is the, head rapist. You know what I'm saying? In the world.
They should say before 7.
Yeah, and that's before 7 years old.
7. That's
you know what I'm saying? That's real, baby. African American women are more likely to report the occurrence of child sex abuse during adolescence. So if a little girl, a black little girl get raped, she gonna go tell it.
Yeah.
More than a white girl get raped. You know what I'm saying? That's something that that needs to be talked about too. No race differences were found in the rate of incest, but African American women were more likely to report increased incidence of perpetrators living in the same household. So if they was getting raped by the stepfather or the father or somebody inside the household, they go tell it. They gonna go tell their mama or somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna tell somebody. But like the brother was saying, a lot of times we just don't listen. African American women were more likely to report more than one perpetrator, and white women rated the effect of child sex abuse similar to African American women at the time it occurred, but as having a worse impact on their lives overall. So when black women get raped, our black sisters could, tend to, they get raped, but it tend to, they can get past it. White women get raped, it's like they ready to kill themselves, they ready to, you know what I'm saying, commit, turn into all kind of, sexual deviance, you know what I'm saying, turn into dykes and things of that nature, they go through it harder than we do. You know what I'm saying? I guess because we just so used to trauma, you know what I'm saying? That it don't affect trauma, don't affect us long term like it will affect other people in the world. Because we done went through so much damn trauma.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's damn near like we trained to go through trauma.
Go through it. Go through the bullshit.
We go through the bullshit, and it's just, it is what it is. This happened. I get over it. And, you know what I'm saying? We just got to deal with it.
Remember, I had this story the other day. My son got shot a few weeks ago. And everybody was just like, man, why you not sad or why you not surprised? I said, because it's the way you live out here. If you go this path, it's part of this path. Right. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to be involved with the streets and you get shot, how am I going to feel sorry for you? Right. I was in the streets. I got shot at. I just didn't get hit. You just happened to get hit. Are you okay? You ain't going to die? Oh, okay, cool. Let's go to the hospital, get you wrapped up. And you know what I'm saying? Now we got to talk about the lesson that you learned. Right. But like you said, it's just, I don't know, bro. It's like a third world country sometimes, bro. The shit we used to. When I told white people my son got shot, they, oh my gosh, you need 14 days off work? Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, shit, give me a day, I'll be back. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna miss today, I'll be back tomorrow. Like, he'll be all right. I'm gonna bandage him up, and the whole thing is I'm gonna bandage him up, and then me and him gonna have some real man-to-man conversations now. But as far as me just going crazy, no, I ain't gonna go crazy. Shit, he got shot. He was in the streets. That's what happened in the streets. You see what I'm saying? And that's just how I guess. And some people would look at that as trauma.
It is trauma.
It is trauma, right? It's trauma. Like no man should get that phone call that his son just got shot. You see what I'm saying? But it was just like, it's bound to happen.
That's warfare.
Yeah, exactly.
Warfare,
yeah.
like,
Real, bro.
The moment that ever since we've been in America, man, it's been warfare.
Yeah.
I mean, we we talked about earlier how through generations PTSD.
Yeah.
What's the other Stockholm syndrome?
Yeah.
You expect these things.
You do.
Like, we've been in poverty so long. We've been oppressed by white supremacy for so long that we expect it. Yeah. And then they keep showing it on TV to where it numbs us.
Yeah. Yep.
And then when it happens to a family member, it's like,
yeah.
That's the hell we live in. That's hell.
That's it. That is. That's hell.
No,
that's hell. Nah, that's hell. Nah, that's hell. That's it. Nah, that's it. Nah, that's it. That's it. Bullets flying like that. Bullets flying out here, man. And that's what I spoke about. Anything else y'all brothers want to talk on, man? I know I came late today, so I don't want to hold y'all late.
I just go one scripture, man.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and get it. And then after this brother drop, matter of fact, y'all hit the like button. And after the brother drop the scriptures, let these brothers get everything they want to get off their chest. Then we got to talk about this food drive and this clothing drive, man. But y'all go ahead and get the scriptures off.
I want to get this scripture real quick because us, and I say us, I mean people in the world.
Yeah.
Right? We all people, like what we're doing to our children with this pedophilia comes from a long time in the scriptures when we used to sacrifice our children to a god called Molech. It's in the scriptures.
A God called who?
Molech.
Molech?
Yeah, Molech.
Okay.
Or Moloch. Some people say Moloch, Moloch. It's a Canaanite god. And some people spell it Molech.
Okay.
L-E-C-H. But this was a god that had a bull head.
Okay.
Usually had arms with a plate like this. And you would take your children and set it, and it would be a fiery furnace inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
You would take your child and push him into that god and sacrifice him to that god. Every time that we allow, if you see pedophilia happen and you're not saying anything about it, you're part of the problem.
Right.
You're guilty too, by association, because you ain't saying nothing. And we are sacrificing our children. And these things have happened ever since for thousands of years ago.
Right.
The Bible speaks on this. And I'm going to give this scripture real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
Joshua.
24:20.
Joshua chapter 24, verse 20. If ye forsake the Lord,
We do not obey the laws of the Bible. Go ahead.
And serve strange gods.
For us to, what is the main thing the Catholic community believes in? Everything but the Most High.
Right.
That's your strange God. Christian church, everything but the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
That's your strange God. That's why so much homosexuality, pedophilia in there. Go ahead.
Then he will turn and do ye hurt.
He will what?
Turn and do you hurt.
I thought this was a loving God. I thought this was the God that holds his arms out and says, "Come here, my children. Let me love you." This is showing you that the Most High is like your daddy, man. If you go against the rules of your father in your house, and you do what you want to do, your father won't do.
You gotta go.
Yeah, well, he gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah, whoop your ass, or you gotta go.
Some pain.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And consume you.
Do you know what it means to consume you? When the scriptures talk about consume, it's talking about to put you through some fire, put you through pain.
Okay.
Now, let's see who this is talking about. You read.
After that, he had done you good.
After that, he has done you good. Who are we talking about right here? To put you through fire for going against the laws of the Bible, going against what the Most High said. And then when he sees him putting you through this, when he sees that he had to put you through this fire to consume you, he's like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that. What are we talking about right here? Let me tell you what we're talking about. This is the judgment of pedophilia.
Okay.
This is what happens to pedophiles. The Lord, whether you're Israel or not, he's going to consume you. For you consuming his children. For you sacrificing and destroying his children. He's going to burn you the same way.
Right.
I guarantee you this. Allegedly, Polite did those things. If he really did that, watch what happens to the right.
Right.
He's going to be an example of how the Lord deals with people going against his people.
Right.
How many lives? Look, Polite's supposed to be African, right? How many lives has he changed that were African? How much money did he get from him?
Yeah.
How much money did he get from Israel? Blacks.
Yeah. That's his fan base.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if he truly did do this,
Yeah.
watch the Lord make him an example. That's how the Lord do it. Right? That's how the Lord.
Yeah. Nah, that's dope. That's dope, man. Let me move this camera around. And fellas, man, good shit. Good show. That's a good show. That's a good show today. But man, y'all know I would not ever leave this show without my brothers speaking about what they got going on in the community. You know what I mean? I would never leave the show without them brothers talking about that. So last time we was on here, we was shouting out the food drive. How the food drive going? Y'all still been doing that?
It's pumping, it's growing, it's getting better. It got when we first used to do it,
Yeah.
it take us hours to get rid of that food. Now it's like 30 minutes.
They look. They know y'all coming.
Bags out,
Yeah. They know y'all coming down.
And it's a beautiful thing because I just want to say this, man.
Go ahead, brother.
That food program, brother, it's like it's so much what this corner needs right here. Right. This corner has been abused for so long. People have been talking about them. I'm not gonna bring them up, but they've been beating them up for so long that they never even just try to talk to one of them brothers and like, hey man, you need juice? You need a sandwich?
Yeah.
Let me give you some water. Man, look, do we need that water out there? Yeah, we need that water.
Yeah.
We be all right. We have a cooler full of water in Gatorade. You know what most of we go to? A brother and sister saying, hey, y'all got something to drink?
The people.
Man, one thing they know, we come out there, man, they might not agree with everything that we say. And we teach them that Bible, the truth of it. And it hits you. The truth hurts sometimes.
Right.
But one thing they can't say is that we don't love it. We love it. And that's what that food program is about. It's about feeding people, giving them things that they need. And it's not for anything that we want back. It's just we doing the same thing that Christ did.
Right.
He fed the people, not just physical food, but the spiritual food too. And I want to introduce Officer Barack because he's taking on a responsibility that's going to be very big.
Okay.
And it's going to be new. And he's going to do it like none other. So I'm going to take you there.
Go ahead, brother.
We're starting up with a clothing drive where we give out clothes, you know what I'm saying, to people that need it. You know what I'm saying? There's not a name for it right now, you know what I'm saying? You got to think on that. But it's definitely good. We went out the weekend before last. We probably gave away about 2 boxes of clothes.
Yeah.
But there's people that was coming up, you know what I'm saying? And whoever that drives by that might need something. So we're trying to get the attention of the people so they'll know that we're doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Instead of giving our clothes to Goodwill where they make buku money off us, turn around, sell it back to us.
Y'all taking it to the hood.
You know what I'm saying? We're taking it straight to the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this real quick. Can the people, especially the people that's watching this locally, can we donate clothes or okay? How do we go about doing that?
We can donate clothes anytime there's a class. You know what I'm saying? We got class Tuesday through Friday from 7 to 9 p.m.
Okay.
And Sabbath service on Saturday, which is a class that we hold from 9 o'clock to 11 a.m. You know what I'm saying? We're located at 1811 Dr. D.B. Todd Jr. Boulevard in North Nashville, right next to Edge Fish. Or Z Wires. We're in the same parking lot as Z Wires. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all have any clothes that you want to donate, old shoes, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Not the phone guy shoes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Do y'all wash them? Do y'all wash them? He said wash them first. Wash them first.
Wash the clothes, drop the song, you know what I'm saying? And we'll distribute them out in decent and order.
I like that, man.
And if I could,
Go ahead, brother.
So, 2 weeks ago, we did start that clothing drive. And man, it was brothers and sisters that as soon as they got there from the clothes, they were putting them on.
Yeah. People appreciate shit.
Yeah,
Man. They do.
And it's something that's really needed. It's something that this corner that we've been on.
It's a rough corner, bro.
It's rough, brother.
It's my corner. I go there. I get my. We get out. I go both of them stores. I mess with that corner.
Right.
It is rough though, man.
It is,
I got homeboys don't even want to go there.
Yeah.
Homeboy say, hey man, I'm gonna pull up on you, man. I say, hey man, grab some beer. He say, from where? He straight up asked me, hey, from where? I said, man, right there connected to the liquor store. He said, man, I'll stop at that store.
Hey, and
I
one
said,
thing
you all right?
that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? We can walk to the store anytime we like.
Yep. I feel like I can too.
That's the main point. Man, when you start talking to these people out here, man, these people got real problems. You talk about molestation, man. It's a brother that's been molested out there, and
a
like
sister.
transgender.
Yeah, I seen the the light skinned brother.
I've talked to drug dealers out there, and they've been molested. A lot of things that we say, man, like that 2 weeks ago, we had a sister got real angry with us. You know what I'm saying? We did about it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then we gained that sister by feeding her and giving her some clothes. And you know what that sister did? She started agreeing to what we said, really started listening, and started even telling other brothers and sisters about what we did. That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
And salute to y'all for that corner, man.
Sure,
I know y'all. I already know. I already know, bro. I know that corner. Like I said, that corner right there, man. Anybody want to get the gist of the hood of Nashville, Tennessee? Let me take you to this corner, man. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to my homeboy Q Butter. He came down here from New York, man. My homeboy Q Butter came down here from New York. When I took him to that store, he looked around. He said, "Hey, now this look like Harlem right here." It was one of the days they had your boy and them over had the motorcycles out, man. It was one of them days he just stood on that corner. He said, now I feel like I'm at home. And I said, yeah, that's you know what I'm saying? It's dangerous, but they're good people. They're people I never turn my back on. I tell them now I ain't got no change 100 times before I say, man, I ain't going to that store. No. Only thing that make me stop going to that store is them Arabs try to play with my money. Because we know they'll do that. Or if they try to disrespect the women, because I've been in Arab stores where they disrespecting the women and disrespecting the kids, and I gotta say something. Right. But the little Arabs in there ain't done that shit, man.
If I could,
go ahead.
Plug something too also.
Go ahead, brother.
I gotta go on Instagram and Facebook and go to Farms Health and Wellness.
Let me see if I can find your IG real quick.
Farms Health and Wellness on Instagram and Facebook. We have products on there that brothers might like. You like black soap, you like beard balm, beard oil. We have those type of products. All kind of products, fragrance oils, incense. We got soaps on there. All kind of different products on there.
How you spell it, brother?
Quams. QAM_S Health and Wellness. It's on Instagram. It's on Facebook. You go on there, check it out, man. Check out some of the products. The brother, he know about the products.
Absolutely, yeah. I mess with him. The soap, the incense, I had the cologne, the roll-on scent. I like all that shit, man. That's good shit.
Yeah. A lot of our products are geared towards them. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that you want to check it out, man. We got different products on there.
Let's make sure that went through.
A lot of people shop with us, man. It's just it's a good site to shop with.
Yeah, and for what the brother is saying, I just dropped his Instagram. Y'all go follow. I just hit that follow button. I'm just hearing about it, but I follow it. You know what I'm saying? And y'all go support that. Now some of these, I ain't gonna lie, most of these people not in Tennessee. Do you ship?
Yeah, we ship all around the country, all around the world.
It's all around the world because the UK heavy in here, man. The UK heavy. The UK heavy in here, man. I love it. I love it, man. Well, brothers, like I said, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Y'all already know Mr. McGee gonna show up 30 minutes late, and I always mess up all the timing. So I apologize. I apologize for that, my brothers. But I apologize for that, bro. Yeah, I gotta make another excuse up. But I apologize for that, brothers. But I really thank y'all, man. It's beautiful every time I get to sit down with y'all, brothers, because I know y'all gonna give it to me uncut, unfiltered, and ISUPK is just one of the movements that I've been watching about 8 years now, and I've been keeping my eye on it, man. And family, thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all for tapping in. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Karaoke night, Saturday, man. Yeah, family, I do karaoke. Put a 1 in the chat. Y'all want to see my brothers come on karaoke? Look, get my brother. Hey, yeah. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, we got coming up September the 6th. We got the Memorial blowing the trumpets. That's a high holy day that we celebrate. It's going to be celebrated right here at the Nashville school. ISUPK Nashville school is going to be celebrated right here at 7 o'clock. Anybody want to come? You come get you some food, you know, some brotherhood from the brothers. It's going to be going down September the 7th at 7:00 p.m. Free.
I
and
love
it's free.
And on that note, anything y'all do to promote it, if I see it, I share it. If y'all don't see me share it, hit me up and say, bro, look,
Go to NoCal.
this is the flyer, or this is me speaking on it, telling everybody the date. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I can do to share the word, bro. Y'all know. Y'all know that. Y'all know that's automatic. I send it. I share that shit. I make it the intro to the rest of my YouTube shows until September the 7th. If I need to do it. But yeah, man. But yeah, y'all let me work on that behind the scenes, man. I'm gonna see if I can get these brothers on karaoke night, man. See if I can get these brothers on karaoke night, man. Wait, that's a start, right? That's how everybody start off. Everybody start off watching. But yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Hold on, let me change the camera, man. Let me be genuine with it, man. Man, but thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all really make this happen, family. Like, if y'all wasn't tuning in, I probably wouldn't do this shit. So, but thank y'all for tuning in, making this bigger and better than ever, man. Like I always say, if nobody told you today that they love you, let me be the first one to say that I love you, I love you, I love you. And y'all know how to take us home with a video. I would be disrespectful if I sit here with these brothers and then take y'all home with General Yohana. I would be disrespectful if I did that. So we're going to let the General Yohana take us home with a dope video. Like I said, family, I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all, family. I don't know, man. I see I still got a couple people in here. I may do a little 30-minute recap show when I get to the house. We'll see. If you're not in the notification gang, click that bell and get notified, because I may come back in about 20 minutes and do a wrap-up reaction show. But yeah, man, I'm gonna leave y'all out of here with the brothers of the ISUPK. We got General Mahaiman right here, General Yohana, Captain Tazaria, Captain Katazar, everybody right here, family.
And that was something that we were going to touch on before the end of class, is that he said the black woman was God. Now your God judged you. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like you wanted to turn around and then try, and now it backfired. And especially, like, even what you were bringing up, that he tried to use a woman against you. Right. To defame you. You get what I'm saying?
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
How did I forget?
It was the month of August.
Give him a hand. Give Tazar Yaga a hand. I forgot this part. Sir. I totally forgot.
I remember. We talked about like that bastard.
6 years ago,
that broad up in there and tried to slander him and shame him, tried to do him in before he got out the gate. You had to fight your way in the goddamn conscious community, man. And listen, man, and they better be charged for this, man. Come on. Right. Every one of them clowns over there sitting up there worshiping dead goddamn bones. Every last one of them niggas need to be charged for this, because he gave plenty of warning about the evil stuff that he was doing over there. Y'all was in his face, just like y'all brought out. Everybody was in his face. As soon as he bought a Rolls Royce, you was all your teeth was out. You was giving him money, bigging him up, treating him like any old stink ass preacher, some old shriveled up, dumb ass, stupid ghetto rat Hamite. It don't even matter whether he did it or not. He did it, because he did every damn thing else in there. And the conscious community, man, has got to be charged for this. Right. And listen, I take personal. This is why I take it personal. I take it personal, man, because real niggas in the ISUPK, and I'm talking about all 12 tribes, got out there in these streets and taught this word and tried to add the one goddamn thing that the Black community and Latino community don't have, which is some goddamn morals. That's and right. You niggas wouldn't even buy them a goddamn cup of coffee. Right. They standing out there in the dead of winter trying to teach Black people, and you sit talk about what they doing. All they doing is standing on the corner. What they stopping the polites in your goddamn world. Right. That's what they doing.
That's right.
They ending the polites in your world. You understand? All polite will show you y'all in the conscious community, you a bunch of suckers, man. Right. All polite did was hustle you just like a preacher hustle you.
The nigga got a derby and some sunglasses, some gold sun. That's all you need. Let's go get some money, Ariel. All we need is rent us a Rolls Royce and get us some gold glasses. And every stupid nigga in the conscious community will give us their goddamn money. Just like a preacher. And you niggas got the nerve to come up against us. Tazaryak had to damn near knock your teeth out to get up inside the conscious community to give y'all a sense of morality.
Right.
Y'all have Bam Bada and everybody else running around sleeping with, turning these brothers into maniacs with their nonsense and child molestation, man. And you was mad, so mad at the UPK. You understand? And let me tell you something, man. I hope we got time. I don't want to hog into the show, you know what I'm saying? But Salah and Super Connie. But what I do want to say is this, that we're going to have to learn something. Not we in here. Because the UPK sisters, man, they smelled his stinking ass 2 blocks down. Man, you know what I'm saying? I had to stop sisters, but why brothers talking to this clown? What's this about, General? I'm like, listen, sis, this, is an end game to this. Chill. You know what I mean? They talking about, I throw a girdle on and cut that nigga. I was like, yo, y'all chill. You understand? Because everybody saw that except you clowns. You clowns sitting up there didn't see none of that, and you chargeable for it.